of policies and programs and finance investment in order to make that happen. I have just a couple of slides that I want to start to set the stage for the panel coming ahead. So again, the question is, can we do it? Can we double energy productivity by 2030? Again, the answer is yes, we can. This is a different take than Peter showed you, but this is information from the Energy Information Administration, EIA, here in the United States. And that green bar going up is what we've done to improve energy productivity since 1970 through 2011. We doubled energy productivity in the US. So we've done it once. We believe we can do it again. The lower bar that you see, the blue bar going up, is what EIA says the United States will do just on a business as usual case, meaning that the building energy codes we have, the policies that we have in place, appliance standards, equipment standards, going forward with those CAFE standards, we will improve energy productivity in the United States by 53%. So the question is, can we double that? Can we double energy productivity between now and 2030? When we, the Alliance to Save Energy, put that goal forward and had a task force and a commission look at it, we wondered whether or not we could model policies and investment that would allow us to achieve that goal. NREL did the modeling for us, the National Renewable Energy Lab, and they found that not only could we in the United States, if we have the will, if we want to, as Peter said, double energy productivity, we could actually do better than that. So we've done it once. It took us about 40 years. We're on our way to get halfway there in the next 15 or so, and we believe that with the right set of policies and working together, we can do that extra 47%. And how are we going to do that? We have a partnership now with the Department of Energy and the Council on Competitiveness that we launched last year at EE Global. Secretary Moniz was here and rolled it out, and we've been working together to involve and include businesses, local and state leaders from across the country and other organizations in our effort to double energy productivity. And this is a slide shot of our website, which is Accelerate Energy Productivity 2030. And what has been very inspiring to us and gives us great optimism that we can achieve the goal is that policymakers from left to right, conservative to liberal, get it, that if we double energy productivity, we create a lot of jobs. Our economic analysis indicates we'll create 1.3 million jobs in the United States if we double energy productivity. We'll save $327 billion. And if you take that down to a personal level, what it means that each family in America could cut its utility and energy bills by about $1,000 a year if we're able to double energy productivity. This also gives a slice at imports here in the United States where a lot of policymakers are very concerned about energy security. We would almost reach that golden goal that so many hold of becoming energy independent if we double energy productivity. We would take our imports down to only 7% of total consumption. And what's not up here, but I think what's very, very important and something I'm sure that Dr. Junkella, when he follows, and others will talk about, is what this would mean in terms of reducing CO2. In the US, if we double energy productivity by 2030, we will reduce our emissions to 1/3 below where they were in 2005. So a big down payment on where we need to be. The way that we're working together is to collect endorsements from businesses, from states, from cities, that they will work with us and in their sphere of influence work to double energy productivity and call on national policy leaders to do the same. To date, we have 118 organizations and businesses across the United States, many of them global companies who have joined with us. Just the businesses out of the 118 endorsers that we have represent $600 billion in revenues and 2 million jobs across the world. We believe that there are three things that need to happen in order for us to double energy productivity. We need investment. Peter has outlined that. We need to modernize. And when we talk about modernize, it's not just modernizing equipment, but also modernizing our regulations, the way that we approach energy efficiency, so that in clean air regulations, like we have here in the United States being developed, a Clean Power Plan, using energy productivity as a tool for meeting those air requirements. And then finally, we need to educate, and Peter made mention of this. We need this room to be about 6 times the size of true believers that we are right now and have them peppered around the world. And then, in fact, we will meet the goal. I've talked just about the United States because I wanted to save our new initiatives that I mentioned yesterday we would be rolling out today for last. We believe that the goal of doubling energy productivity can have appeal across governments and across economies. And fortunately and thankfully to the Climate Works Foundation for the funding to do this, we are rolling out and launching today the Global Alliance for Energy Productivity. The steering committee is going to be chaired, I'm so delighted to tell you, by Dr. Yunkella, and he will be bringing his vision and his passion to this group. And you can see that we have leaders from around the world who are going to be working together to secure endorsements and to secure commitments from people to really start to drive energy efficiency by investing, by modernizing, by educating. And we want you to join us. We have a new website. You can go here to globalproductivity.org and join with us and begin to work together on the goal of doubling energy productivity through driving energy efficiency. So I started with a qualified yes as an answer. If you work with us, my answer is hell yes, we will double energy productivity between now and 2030. Thank you. So now to the perspectives of our distinguished panelists, and I think they're all going to be afraid to say that maybe we won't make it, so hopefully we've convinced everyone that we're on our way there. I am really, truly honored to welcome back to the EE Global stage Dr. Condi Yunkella. Dr. Yunkella was with us, if any of you were there, in 2011 in Florida, and he rolled out the initiative Sustainable Energy for All. And hopefully today he'll share with us the enormous progress that they're making. Dr. Yunkella is a special representative of UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon of South Korea. In that role, he serves as the Chief Executive for Sustainable Energy for All. He also holds the rank of the Undersecretary General in the United Nations. We're delighted to have him with us. I always find his talks inspiring, and he always makes me want to work a little harder. So please welcome Dr. Yunkella.